Why is this video starting with an England shirt, an Argentina shirt, and a World Cup in the middle? And the reason is tonight is the World Cup semi-final between England and Argentina. And the reason that's important is because the result of this game will dictate my next adventure. England win, we're in the World Cup final, and I'm going down Cornwall. I'm going to turn up, surprise our Mark. No way is he watching the World Cup final on his own down there without me being at the side of him. England lose and Argentina go into the final. Then I'm going to shoot off up to the mountains for 3 nights. So probably the Lake District, weather's looking fantastic. Probably head to the same kind of area I went last time, but maybe expand it a little bit. Do some hiking as well. Weather's going to be hot, but not too hot. But what we want is this team to win. We want the 3 Lions to win tonight. And if they do, early Friday morning, I'm heading down Cornwall. Not even going to tell our Mark. I'm going to book myself on a little campsite near where he lives. And then I'm just going to turn up to his house Friday night and just say hello. And then I'll stay down for the weekend. And then we'll watch the World Cup final. Can't even believe I'm saying this. Oh, England have got a chance to get in the World Cup final. We are 2 games away from winning this bad boy. Come on, England. Welcome to the Lake District, everybody. We got bloody beat, didn't we? We got beat 2-1. And you know what? We was winning that blooming match. We was winning it 1-0 with 10 minutes to go. And what did we do? We went all defensive. Just let them attack us. The best attacking team in the world, be possibly the best player in the world. And they scored 2 goals. And they won 2-1. So blooming close. Absolutely so close. I've just phoned our Mark just before I came in this amazing valley that's behind me. And I've lost my phone signal now. And I told him my plan. That I was going to come down and pay him a surprise visit and watch the final with him, but wasn't to be. And you know what? I don't think England will ever win another World Cup. You know, when we won it in 1966, there was only 16 teams in it. And this time I think there was 34 teams. I think there's going to be double that next time. We've just not got the grit either. You know, when I went over to Argentina years ago and I was round like Boca Juniors area, I seen the slums and how they live. And you know, them kids grow up hungry. You know, it's like Ronaldo said when he was a young lad, he used to go to training hungry. And he always remembers that. And that gave him the drive, it gave him the extra percentage to want to succeed. And that's what these Argies have got. And that's what we don't have, because we're too pampered in our country. We don't have that grit, and you could see that grit in Argentina during that match. And you know what? They deserved it as well. They did deserve it, because we totally blooming handed that on a plate to them. So anyway, hence I'm in the Lake District. Got Sharp Edge behind me, if you can make it out. I'm going up to Scales Tarn. It's a place I've always wanted to camp. And I walked past it years ago when I did Sharp Edge, and I'm talking over 20 years ago, probably that. And there was a lone tent there, and it was really bad weather. And I just thought, what a mad place to camp. And I've always dreamed about coming camping here. So you know what? We didn't get in the World Cup final. I thought, right, it's my long weekend from work. Let's get up in the Lake District. Let's tick some more boxes. Scales Tarn. I've always wanted wild camp it, so I'm going doing it. Small water near Haweswater. I've always wanted wild camp that. So I'm going there tomorrow. And then on Sunday night, I think I'm going to head back to my favourite little spot, looking down at Ullswater, where I went last time. And because I've got a good phone signal from there. And I'm going to watch the World Cup final from the top of the hill. So let's get to Scales Tarn. It's not Cornwall, but Do you know what? I'll take it. And actually driving here to Lake District, every time the traffic alerts came on, there's massive traffic jams on the M5 going down south, and I'd have been stuck in all that. So I'd have still done it for the World Cup final, watching it with our Mark, but I'm sure we'll have a good time up here. Right, all set up at Scales Tarn, everybody. Absolutely beautiful spot. Only me here as well at the moment anyway, so I've got the premier spot. I had a good mooch about and this was the best spot. I'm going to be losing the light soon because it's so steep at the side. I mean, that's all sharp edge up there going up to Blencathra, and the sun's just about to dip behind Blencathra, and when it does, I'll be in the shade. It looks potential midge hell, but I have come prepared. Brought me midgey net, I brought some insect repellent. But you know what? I'm actually thinking maybe, depending how tonight goes, I might just have 2 nights here. Because small water's not going to be any better than this. This is actually smaller than I thought. But it's proper beautiful water. You know, I'm half tempted to get in and have a dip. That is so clear. Don't know if the camera will pick it up. But it's so clear and it goes really deep very early on. Oh, it's absolute peaceful. Place I've wanted to come for years. Me and our Paul went up there many moons ago. Oh, look at all midges. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. There's flipping tons of them, like millions of them, but they don't look like they're biting too much. Well, they're not bothering me so far at the moment. But good thing is, got the Fox 2, so if these do start being a pain in the backside, I'll just be jumping in there till they disperse later on. Home sweet home for tonight. Look at this for a location though. Still people cutting about. 7 o'clock at night. No one else is camping here though. But there's still people coming down Sharp Edge. It's absolutely silent. And you can actually hear people talking. And like, they're not shouting, they're literally just talking. They'll be able to hear me talking now. I wonder if you can see them. There's 2 people just scrambling up it now. Just over there. You would not want to fall off that. And there's been plenty of people who have fell off it in the past. It's like Striding Edge, but you're going uphill at the same time. Blencathra summit's up there. But stunning. Absolutely beautiful. And you know what? As soon as the sun dipped and I ended up in the shade, the midges went. So I've not been bit. I'm going to get some food on in a minute and chill out, and I brought some wine, so I'll be having a couple of drinks as well. Scales Tarn, wonderful. Good morning everyone. I had visitors last night. Bloke over there in a tent, and just on the end there was 4 lads. And then there was 2 girls on another tent. So it ended up quite busy here last night. And I'll tell you what, it is a busy little place, this. Especially this time of year. I mean, there was people heading up to Sharp Edge up there. Literally 3:30 this morning with their torches on. God knows what you're doing going up there in the dark. It's bad enough in the daytime. But the thing is, because it's in like a bowl, you can hear people just talking. They're talking when they're going up there and you can hear them. And then they go up to Blencathra and then they come down behind my tent and you can hear them talking, coming down. So it didn't actually feel that remote last night because I could just hear people. But do you know what? Stunning morning. And there's been a change of plan. And I thought, there's 2 mountain bothies in England that I've not been to yet. Greg's Hut up Crossfell, and Great Lingy Hut, which is like a shed, like in the middle of nowhere, but it's north of Blencathra. And I went checking it out on my little walking app yesterday, and it's about 5.5 miles from here. So the plan is, I'm going to leave my stuff here, set my rucksack with minimum stuff in, a bit of food, and I'm going to go to Great Lingy Hut instead and go and tick it off, go and have a look at it. And then I'll come back here and possibly either camp here again, or if I find somewhere decent on the way back, which ain't too far from here, I'll go and move and camp there instead and have a bit more peace, instead of hearing people talking all night going up there. So that's the plan. Let's get up to Great Lingy Hut. En route to Great Lingy Hut. This is a part of the Lake District that I've never seen. This is kind of behind Blencathra, north of Blencathra, but absolutely blooming remote round here. And I think there's a hill right in the distance there. I think that's Great Lingy Hill, and Great Lingy Hut is just shy of that. looks miles away, like. But yeah, take a few hours get there, I think. But you know what? I've got all day. It looks pretty all right. I'm pretty flat at the moment. Looks like I've got to climb up to the bothy though. Like I said, the bothy's just a shed. It's not somewhere I'd want to spend the night really. You can't have a fire in there or anything like that. But it's always one I've seen, and I wondered if I'd ever get there, and it didn't seem likely because, like I said, I don't really come round this part. But it's only last night sat by that tarn. I thought, you know what? I'm sure Great Lingy Hut is not too far from here. And like I said, it was 5.5 miles. So I thought, soddy. You know, I'll camp at Smallwater another time. I've been to Smallwater before. I've been past it loads of times. I've just never camped there. But I've never been round here. So I think the plan will be just stay where I camped last night. It's a nice spot, you know what I mean? I'll just have to put up with the odd sound of people speaking as they're walking up the path opposite the town from where I am. But it's not constant. And tomorrow night, I don't know what to do. I need to get somewhere high. I need a good signal for the World Cup final, which I'll be watching on my phone. So, pity we're not any like, but it's the way it is. Look at this though. Look at it. Stunning. Well, look who she is. That's an Undateables quote if you're wondering what I'm on about. I'm here in Lingy Hut. And this is it. This is basically it. 3 sleeping platforms. Nice view though, looking out. Look at that. Straight down the valley. Right. I've just got myself some super noodles on the go. So, let's take you outside. Show you how remote it is. This is one I thought I'd not come to in my life, and I'm here. There you are, Mountain Body Association, and above the door, Lingy Hut. And it is just a big shed. Look at the state of that. It's got these wires literally holding the roof on, because you must get some absolutely shocking weather up here. I mean, this would be a lifesaver if you were stuck out here. I'll just pan you round and show you. So I've come down from that valley down there, and I've got to kind of swing round there, and then that in the distance, the very highest point is Blencathra and Sharp Edge, and I'm kind of over the other side of that. So it took quite a while to get here, and it was quite hard work as well. It's just, it doesn't help, the weather's so dry, and you just can't take enough fluid on board. You know, you're constantly blooming trying to drink, and every time you stop, I was getting attacked by blooming horseflies. They're out in force, the little buggers. But Lingy Hut, everybody. I've got one more bothy in England to tick off, and that's Greg's Hut at the top of Crossfell. And then after that, it's just the Scottish ones, and I've done quite a few in Scotland already. I'm not ticking them off. I'm not making it an aim to tick them all off, because I don't think I've got enough life left to do all the Scottish ones. But all the Welsh ones are done, and one more English one. But yeah, it's a nice place just to come and have a brew. When I walked up, then there was 3 women outside having a packed lunch. I think they were lesbians, to be honest. They were giving off that kind of lesbian vibe, you know what I mean? And they didn't kind of, not as though there's anything wrong with lesbians, but they just didn't seem to warm to a male being in their presence. You know, they were eating the packed lunch and they were all eating apples, you know, they're that type. Not a bag of crisps anywhere. But yeah, Lingy Hut. I have neighbours tonight. Just on my way back. 2 lads in a tent. I'm just over there side of them. So that's the spot I was looking at actually. Yesterday. I still had the premier spot. Yeah, there ended up flipping loads last night. There ended up someone down here, but it all just looks like a slope, and he looked like he was on a slope, to be honest. There was 5 lads there. There was 2 girls a bit higher up, and me over there. Yeah, I'm having another night here tonight. Oh, coming back from that bothy then. That was horsefly hell. I have never been attacked like that in all my life. I couldn't even stop to have a drink. It was just absolutely full on. Beautiful day. Not as hot today either. Greetings on night 2, everybody. Still at Scales Tarn. Nice and chilled. I've been a hard day today. That was quite hard. I think it was more with the heat as well. Like I said, it's not as hot as yesterday, but for some reason I struggled quite a bit today. There was a lot of climbing, especially up to that bothet, and then coming back, I dropped down further than I thought, and it just took me ages getting back up. And then I went a bit off-piste coming back this way because I wanted to check out potential wild camping spots up the top there, which there was some, but it was a bit windy. But anyway, change your plan for tomorrow. That's a good thing about doing stuff on your own. You can just change your plans whenever you want. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to wake up early in the morning. It's about 1.5 miles back to my car, mainly downhill. And then I'm going to drive to Penrith, which is only probably about 10 miles away. And then I'm going to go to Morrison's for a dirty breakfast. And then 10 miles past Penrith is a place called Kirkland. And at Kirkland, I can park up for Crossfell. So tomorrow I'm going to climb Crossfell and I'm going to go to Greg's Hut, the final bothy, and tick it off. I might as well while I'm on a roll, you know what I mean? I'm not going to carry any gear up there. I'm just going to take some fluid. And then I'm going to climb up to Greg's Hut, get a video of it, and then I'm going to get back home for the World Cup final instead of trying to then camp somewhere high up so I can get a phone signal. I'll just head back. I think kick-off's about 8 o'clock, so I should be back by then. So that's the plan. So from Scales Tarn, guys, adios. Right, we're here, guys. Greg's Hut. This is the last bothy in England. Just talking to 2 nice blokes outside. He's just let me have a go of his mountain bike, an electric mountain bike. Oh, yeah, so this is the highest bothy in England. Greg's Hut, finally here. No fireplace in this side, let's have a look in here. Big sleeping platform. What's the fireplace? Stove under repair. Apologies, MBA. Oh well. I hope we get that sorted before winter. This is one of the stop-off places that people use when they're doing the Pennine Way. But Greg's Hut, finally here. Just off Crossfell. Superb. Just dropping down now, back to my car. It took me about an hour and a half getting up. Probably take me about an hour and a quarter getting back. Surprising how much more energy you've got when you've had a Morrison's breakfast and a couple of chocolate bars and some Lucozade. But couldn't really do much filming because that lad was there, well, that bloke with his lad on them electric mountain bikes. He did let me have a go though. But that's it done now. All the English boffies are done and all the Welsh ones are done. And this wasn't part of my plan for this weekend. So it's great when you can just change your plans on a whim. That's a good thing about when you just travel on your own, you can do that. But yeah, it's been wonderful, and now I'm going to get back for the World Cup final. Hopefully see Spain beat Argentina. So I'll end this video here, guys, with a backdrop of the Lake District behind me. So from Crossfell, till the next time, adios.